The Registry of Certificates is a function of our online system TESA and is available to be viewed by anyone. TESA will support the energy security safeguard schemes, including the Energy Saving Scheme and Peak Demand Reduction Scheme. Let's click on Registry of Certificates. The registry shows me information about the certificate batches, including the entity that registered it, the activity, vintage, creation date, certificate status, and current ownership. There are a lot of certificates in the registry and a lot of information about each batch. I can click on a column heading to sort the list. I can scroll up and down to view relevant information about the certificate batches. A handy tip is to hold down the Shift key and then scroll up and down to view the columns on the left and right. If I need to find a particular batch or group of batches, I can filter the list. For example, if I wanted to see only the active certificates, I could click on a particular status, right-click, and select, in this case, Filter Out. I don't want to see cancelled certificates. I can then filter further by selecting to filter out a particular vintage or a particular owner. In this example, let's just show me all vintages that match 2004. If I need to filter on something more specific or on multiple fields at the same time, I can click on the filter funnel. I can then add another filter. For example, I can filter on certificates registered before a certain date. So in this example, I will choose the date registered and then before and a pick from my date picker. When I'm ready, I can click the Run button. You will notice the filter up the top has changed. At any point in time, if I need to refresh or reset my filter, I can click on the Login or Home. If I want to find a batch which belongs to a particular current owner, I can click on the filter, I click Add, I select Current Owner, and then I can use any one of these fields. For example, probably the most useful one is Contains. So if I know the current owner's name contains a certain word, I can type in that word and click the Run button. If I want to remove that filter or change things to that filter, I can click on the filter funnel. I can remove this condition, I can add an OR condition, or add another filter condition. I can also export 20,000 batches at a time to an Excel file, which I can then view or manipulate further. I do this by clicking on the hamburger and then selecting Export as Excel. Please note, I can only export 20,000 records at a time, so it's best to filter out certain records and filter in sets instead. For now, I will filter on active certificates and then export those out. Depending on your browser, you should see a pop-up which you can use to then open up the Excel file. If I need more information about a particular batch, I can click on that batch to show batch details as well as the batch ownership history. If I need to go back to the registry, I can scroll up and either click on the registry links, or I can always go back to Home or Login.